In 1979, after a long period of détente, tensions in the Cold War suddenly rose once again with the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan.
Brezhnev was very worried that the Soviet Union was losing its influence in the countries on the edge of its borders, and one of these was Afghanistan. The communist government of Afghanistan was under withering attack from the Afghan Mujahideen. And so Brezhnev decides to send in Soviet troops and tanks and forces to try and prop up this communist regime.
Many people compare the Soviet engagement in Afghanistan with the United States in Vietnam. They got sucked in without realizing what they were getting into, without an exit strategy.
Afghanistan was one of the decisive strategic mistakes of the last phase of the Soviet Union before its collapse. And it was the same story as with a lot of American wars, that they got nowhere and they were made fools of by their own clients in Afghanistan, and their casualties were appalling. And the bungling, the military bungling, was fantastic. But the United States could afford its mistakes in the Cold War, and the Soviet Union couldn't. So that you had this extraordinary situation that as this terrible 10-year war went on, and there's this drain of casualties, which was desperately unpopular at home because people saw these body bags coming home and coming home. And as the Americans and the CIA, of course, who were arming the Mujahideen, the resistance movement, that the price that here was the Soviet Union already creaking and groaning and on the edge of an abyss, and you can argue that it was Afghanistan that pushed it over the edge.